Hello everyone, welcome to Kitty Rising, where we use the tool of tarot to rise above and live our most abundant lives. Welcome to your January 2024 predictions. Weird, it's the first time I really said that. Can you believe we are entering a new year? Which, by the way, I did do a 2024 predictions video that goes into career, love, finances, personal life, all of that. If you missed that one, I will link it down below. But today we're just talking about 1 month, January, what to expect, any messages and guidance that wants to come through from your guide. So we have 3 groups to choose from. And I laid out 3 crystals, and we're going to draw a card together to help you use your intuition to choose which reading is for you. So for group number 1, we have some green quartz. For group number 2, white quartz. And for group number 3, we have some blue quartz. And I can tell my cat is purring in by my feet right now. I'm sure the lighting will change. She's especially needy because I was gone for the holidays. So I'm going to let her do her thing. But just FYI. All right. Spirit, what's going on in January for group number 1? We have the card here, courtship. It did come out in reverse position. We're going to leave it upright here and see what messages come through. But courtship. All right. Spirit, what's going on the next month, the month of January, for group number 2? We have here concern. This also came out in reverse. Card number 33. Spirit, what's going on in January for group number 3? Like this card. We have here card number 36, distant horizons. So here are 3 groups. Use your intuition and see what crystal, which card is calling to you most. If you need more time, you can pause the video. There will be timestamps and chapters below, and I will see you in your reading. Welcome, group number 1, to your January 2024 predictions video. We're going to see what to expect, what messages, what guidance want to come through from your spirit team. So you chose this green quartz here in the card courtship. So it did come out in reverse, but we're going to kind of take both interpretations and see how the tarot is incorporated in that message. But it seems like relationships, specifically romantic relationships, could be a big theme, an important factor in the month of January for you, whether that's getting together with someone new, being courted by someone new, or maybe, separation in some sort of relationship. We shall see. We're going to do a Celtic cross today. Thank you so much for being here, group number 1. Thank you to your guides. Thank you to my guides for assisting with the reading. Spirit, what is going on for group number 1 in January? We're doing a Celtic cross spread here today. Card position 1 will be group number 1 going into the month of January. All right, we have the Page of Cups reversed representing you. Some of you guys may be water signs. You don't have to be. But right away, I feel like some of you guys may have be entering this month feeling kind of disappointed in an emotional matter, disappointed in a relationship, wanting a relationship to start, or not being satisfied in a current one, not feeling like your dreams are being fulfilled. But let's see what crosses you. We'll pull all this together as we go through the cards. Spirit, what crosses group number 1 in the month of January? What's going on? Six of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's something here with a relationship in your life where you don't feel like it's equal give and take. Maybe you're really wanting to be with someone, but they're not putting in the effort. Or vice versa here. But I feel like this is you feeling emotionally unfulfilled and wanting to have you know, someone reciprocate their feelings and they're giving you their time, especially. Spirit, can we get more information on this, please? Or you could be really focused on work and finances, and that could be affecting your love life and your emotional life in general. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. See how there's multiple people here? Together, they're like upright position. They're working together as a team. But in reverse, I feel like there's been a situation. And again, this could be any type of relationship. But since courtship came out here, for a lot of you, this will be romantic. But it definitely could be a work relationship, family dynamic, you know, someone you're already partner with. But I'm seeing that, you know, going to this month, you're really wanting something more balanced, a more balanced relationship, because in the relationships you have had or have currently, the person isn't putting in the work. They're not putting in the work to make you happy. They're not putting in the time, the energy, you know, you're not feeling emotionally and romantically fulfilled. And again, I'm seeing this could be current partner or someone from the past. But let's see, what is the relevant past here, Spirit? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like someone wasn't nurturing the relationship, wasn't putting in the time, the effort, wasn't treating you like the queen, the king, the god, goddess you are, you know, weren't treating you with the respect that you wanted, I'm feeling here. And, you know, the Pentacles, of course, can represent money, but it represents resources in general. And I'm really feeling today intuitively that this is about time. Like someone hasn't been giving you the time you deserve, the energy you deserve, you know, the attention you need and deserve. And I feel like in January, you could be like realizing that you do deserve someone who gives as much as you do, you know, who's there for you, who respects you, gives you time. So I feel like you're looking for that now. And I feel like in the past is when, for most of you, is when you had this situation, and now you want to start dating, you want to, or start having, you know, relationships in your life that are more balanced, that you feel wanted, you know, they're giving you that attention. They're literally like courting you. What does group number 1 expect to happen this month? King of Pentacles. I feel like in the past you had people that weren't really giving, weren't really balanced, you know, weren't really grounded. And what you want is someone who has their like shit together, someone who's balanced, grounded, abundant, is there for you, is a great listener, and like overall, you know, dependable person. Okay, I'm also getting this message for a lot of you, like you could be not feeling fulfilled and also like your job and your money situation. In the past, you haven't had that abundance you wanted. You haven't had the job you wanted, you know, and what you want is to be more abundant. You want to be this King of Pentacles. So you want to have a job. You want to do something that you put in effort and you get back the money you think you deserve and that you want and that you need to be fulfilled. So you might be, a lot of you might be really trying to maybe find a new job or just bring more abundance into your life as well. That's definitely, look at all these pentacles. I'm seeing that as well here for you. So this Page of Cups reverse could be about you not being fulfilled emotionally with a job position or with, you know, just feeling like your dreams in life just aren't coming true. And you want to start putting more effort into making more money, into being more fulfilled, you know, in all areas of life, but definitely with money and in relationships. Maybe you want to get better with time management. Maybe the time management's been an issue in the past. What happens the first 2 weeks of January for group number 1? Queen of Cups. So I feel like, yeah, some of you guys might be really spending the beginning of this month working on your emotions and emotional fulfillment, because I feel like you're going into this month maybe not feeling very fulfilled, like we've been talking about. So the Queen of Cups, this is lovely. You might be more introverted, might be more on your own the first 2 weeks, you know, really focusing on your dreams, your creativity, your spiritual, emotional well-being. There could also be, you know, a water sign in your life that is important here, or this could be you. But I really feel like this is representing you because the Page of Cups reverse was representing you. Whether or not you're a water sign, that doesn't matter. But I feel like that's what Spirit is showing here. Starting off the month, not feeling, you know, or going into the month, I should say, like not feeling very fulfilled. But then you're really working on your emotional and spiritual well-being, getting more in touch with yourself. And this is a beautiful energy. Spirit, what are group number one's fears, worries related to the month of January, whether conscious or subconscious? What is most relevant? Well, King of Swords. We have a lot of court cards, don't we? So fears is the King of Swords. Interesting. There could be a specific person you do have fears about. This could be about a masculine in your life. Also, it could be an authority figure, a boss figure. And also it could just be talking about a fear of having to make decisions, having to make the logical choice, you know, having to do what's right for you. Like you might be someone who's really in their emotions and their creativity and the feminine energy maybe, no matter what your gender is. And maybe you just know there's some choices, some action that needs to be made. And there could be some fear around this. But there also could be some of you guys who are fearing having a conversation with someone about what it is you need and what it is you want. And this could be a father figure, a partner, or boss, perhaps, for some of you. Spirit, what are the outside influences, outside energy most important this month? Outside energy, outside influences important in the month of January. The Empress. Your mother could be a big factor or important in some way in the month of January for you. Motherhood in general, some maternal figure here. And it's interesting, the first 2 weeks we had the Queen of Cups, and then outside energy with the Empress. So perhaps there is something to do with your mother, with a female in your life, the first 2 weeks especially, but all of this month. And maybe in the past you had a rough relationship with this person. But it looks like, you know, it's becoming more positive and more beautiful in the month of January. Yeah, maybe like who this relationship is that we've been talking about that you feel like it hasn't been equal, you know, give and take. There hasn't been a lot of nurturing of that relationship in the past. I feel like for those who are resonating with that message, the first 2 weeks of January, there especially, but it could be the whole month, there's a much more beautiful energy, especially when it pertains to feminine. And it could also be for some of you just getting more into your feminine energy, but outside influences, outside energy being the Empress, I feel like this is someone else here. Interesting. We have a lot of people coming through, so I feel like people are definitely a big theme this month for you. You're going to be around people more. What are group number one, true wishes and desires, whether subconscious or conscious, for the month of January 2024? The Devil. I feel like, yeah, some of you guys are wanting to date again. This could be what you truly want. Okay, but at the same time, some of you guys may really be wanting to fall back into old habits and routines, like not wanting to make these logical choices, these decisions in your life. You may just want to go back, you know, to someone like an ex. You know, maybe there's this, you're breaking apart with someone with this courtship that came out in reverse at first. Maybe you've been upset. Maybe there was a breakup, a situationship, and it didn't work out or hasn't been working out because they're not putting in the energy and the time, the resources, like, you know, they're not giving you the love and attention you need. But there might be some like codependency here with this relationship, and you may want to just stay with them because it's comfortable, because it's easy. Maybe the sex is great for those. It's a romantic relationship. I feel like this could be a lot of things. But I feel like there's a part of you that doesn't want to make the logical choices that you're supposed to, wants to just go with what feels good, you know? But it's like, you know that you deserve better. And I feel like we'll see what the outcome cards for the final 2 weeks, but I feel like you are spending time apart and working on yourself the first 2 weeks. Yeah, this Empress energy could be really you just like nurturing yourself, spending time with people that nurture you, especially motherly energy, you know, other feminine energy, or just feminine energy, I mean. Yeah. So I feel like subconsciously, maybe consciously, part of you just doesn't want to make these choices that you know you should. You want to stay with what's comfortable, stay in a codependent relationship, stay in, bad habits, because maybe you were really wanting, like in January, to make changes, to eat healthier, to have better time management, to have healthier relationships, but there's this temptation just to stay with the way things are. But I feel like the first 2 weeks at least, you're really working on yourself and your well-being. So let's see, how did the final 2 weeks of January go for group number 1, Spirit? Ooh. That's too many. Can we just get one card, please? How did the last 2 weeks go? Wow. Knight of Cups. Look at all these court cards. It's crazy. So I feel like there is a love offer, with the courtship coming out and the Knight of Cups being the final outcome. I feel like there is a love offer coming the final 2 weeks of January. And I feel like this is someone likely new, but it could be falling back into the same person. But okay. I feel like there's been so many like little side messages coming through. Let's summarize everything we're seeing here right now. First of all, very clear that other people are a huge part of your month. Let's see, how many court cards do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, right? Yeah. And then we have 2 Pentacles and then 2 Major Arcana. So yeah, more than 50% of the spread is court cards, which can represent other people. So there's definitely a fact, like other people are playing a role here. Relationships in general are playing a role for sure in the month of January for group number 1. And you're entering this month not feeling emotionally fulfilled. And you're not feeling emotionally fulfilled, definitely in relationships, but also I feel like with finances and just time management for some reason is really coming through. Maybe there's some goals. It's just you're not really feeling emotionally fulfilled. You feel like your dreams you haven't been in alignment with your dreams and goals in life. And you want, a lot of you want a job where you get paid the right amount, and you also want relationships where they give you the time and, all the things you need from that relationship. You haven't been getting that in the past. Maybe there's been they haven't really been nurturing that relationship or putting that work in. That is really coming through here. And also we're seeing in the past, again, not really feeling supported perhaps for some of you by a maternal figure or a parent or a feminine in your life. That is another thing going on. And again, take what resonates, leave the rest behind, because I'm seeing multiple things come through. And maybe for some of you, this is all resonating, but some, it could just be a few. But I want to let you guys know everything I'm seeing here. So yeah, for some people, there's this relationship with a mother or feminine that you're working on improving. And it is improving in January. But what you expect to happen is great. I feel like you're going into the month optimistic. You feel like you're going to have, more grounded, more abundant relationships, more abundance in financial aspects with your career. I feel like, more loyal friendships you expect, more loyal relationships, and that's great. But there's this fear here of having to make the choices that are best for you. You just want to stay in what's comfortable. Maybe stay in a relationship that's comfortable, a job that's comfortable, bad habits because, they're comfortable. But you want to make these changes. And I feel like the first 2 weeks of January, you're really spending some time working on yourself. Maybe you need some time apart from all these relationships in your life or a specific one to really figure out what it is you need and want, to work on your own well-being, and you're really doing that. I feel like there's this nurturing, beautiful energy here. I feel like maybe you're sleeping more, you're being healthier to yourself, your body, your mind, your soul. And by the end of the month, I feel like you're figuring out what you want, you're taking care of yourself, and there is a love offer coming through. This Knight of Cups here, especially in this deck, you see him with those roses. There's someone here. I feel like you're going out on dates, and if that's what you want, especially because courtship is the card you selected. And then we have Knight of Cups as the outcome of the month. Also, You know, this could be that some people are going to get love offers from the person maybe they separated from. But I feel like you're taking the time to really work on yourself, that hopefully, like, you know, you're going to be able to communicate that you need certain things met in this relationship. And you won't continue the way things were going because they were not putting in the work or the effort, you know, that you needed. So yeah, for some of you guys, you may be getting multiple love offers, a new person coming in wanting to date you, and also your ex or someone else in your life wanting to have you back, you know, tempting you to go back. So it'll be, you know, of course you have free will. You could see, you know, what this person, if they've changed, and maybe Spirit's definitely wanting you to communicate what it is you need out of this relationship. And really, by taking the time in the beginning of this month to figure that out for yourself, that will really help with the communication with this moving forward. Wow, you guys, bottom of the deck is Two of Cups. So this is definitely a month of relationships for you. Is this a 2-month? In January, I believe it's a universal 2 months. So relationships will really be on the forefront, definitely for you guys. Courtship, relationships, love offers, dating, you know, this is definitely a theme for group number 1, at least. But I think it's universal 2-month in numerology. So yeah, you're really rethinking what you want in relationships, getting clear about that, working on yourself alone, and then you're going to be able to work on all of your relationships overall. Well, this is definitely a month of relationships for group number 1. Let's draw a few more cards. Spirit, what's going on in January for group number 1? Not unsuccessful plans. Key, successful outcome to your problems. Oh my God, that's interesting. And then Owl, good advice from a wise person. Okay, so I feel like going into this month, this is all kind of making sense now, like unsuccessful plans, like you were committed, you were tied up with someone, but it wasn't working out the way you wanted, like we've been saying. So you're making changes, you're communicating what you want, you're taking some time by yourself, and through that, new opportunities are coming. The key can represent new opportunities. So, you know, maybe the way you were doing things before just wasn't working. You know, you wanted something to work out, you wanted a specific person to work out, but it just wasn't, you weren't getting what you needed. So by communicating what you need, taking some time by yourself, you know, to work on your emotional well-being, to get clear on what you want, you will be able to have a new opportunity in love. And there's likely, you know, we have all these people in your life, you know, maybe you're getting good advice from a wise person. This could be this Empress energy. Maybe this is from your mother or from a maternal person, or maternal figure or a feminine in your life. Whoever it is, you're getting advice on how to move forward. And I feel like there's definitely seems like it's from a feminine, but this advice you're getting will help you move forward. Maybe it's this reading right now. I'm not trying to toot my own horn saying I'm all wise, you know, but maybe, you know, you're realizing that you need to communicate what it is you want, spend some time working on yourself, you know, and maybe you're realizing like, maybe this person I've been trying to work things out with, but they're not willing to commit and I need more from a relationship. And that could be a huge realization that changes your life, shifts your projection, you know, shifts your timeline so you can have this new love in your life, this new like relationship, new love offers, courtship, you know. I really feel like for a lot of you, there's something here with this month, especially in the beginning of the month, having to cut ties, cut knots, whatever, with someone that just hasn't been giving you what you need. And once you do that, you're really going to be able to shift and make, you know, open up this energy here for someone new to come in that does fulfill your needs, that makes you really happy. You don't need to settle or just, you know, you're never like, we can't really make people change, you know? So I feel like your guides are like, this relationship, you know, might be tempting, but it's codependent. It's not, you know, it's not the best. And I feel like you know this, but there's been this hesitancy to face what, you know, that calling, that your intuition, that's been telling you this person's not for you and there's better out there. And it's scary to leave behind things you're used to, but I feel like you're really cutting ties with that. And now you're going to have all these new opportunities in love, especially. Wow. Okay. Well, that concludes your month ahead reading, group number 1. I hope this resonated. I hope you found this helpful. If you did enjoy this reading, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment if you would like a private reading with me. My email is down below. I'm truly so grateful you're here. I love you guys so much. Have a great month. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, group number 1. Welcome, group number 2, to your January 2024 reading. So you chose this white quartz here and card 33, Concern. And again, this did come out in reverse. We're going to do a Celtic cross spread and see how this fits in, both upright and reverse here. So you guys may be seeing number 33 here or other angel numbers. 33 is a master teacher number. So I feel like there's some big lesson you have learned or are learning and overcoming in the month of January. But we shall see what comes out. Thank you so much for being here. Group number 2, thank you to your guides. Thank you to my guides for assisting with the reading. Spirit, what's going on in January for group number 2? We're going to do Celtic cross spread. And let's get started. Card position 1 will represent group number 2 going into January. Queen of Cups. Love this. So you're going into the month, you know, feeling rejuvenated. Maybe you guys have taken some rest. Maybe you've been a little bit introverted this recent month or this winter. For those that live in the Northern Hemisphere. But I feel like you're feeling really in touch spiritually, emotionally, mentally. You're feeling pretty good. Maybe you've been really getting into creative things, but let's see what else comes out. Some of you guys may be water signs. You don't have to be or have a lot of water in your chart. And that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Spirit, what crosses group number 2 in the month of January? What's the biggest thing going on for them? We have the Lovers reversed. So there could be, like the card says, like separation with an actual lover in the month of January. But the Lovers also talks about choice. There could be some choice that has to be made. Let's get some more information on this, please. Some Gemini energy. So it could be lovers or it could be any sort of partnership. Here, can we get some more information on these 2 cards? What's going on? 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This could be a family situation. Some of you guys may be really doing your own thing, working on your creative projects, being all, you know, your spirituality, keeping to yourself is kind of a way to avoid making a difficult choice. Or you could be doing this after the fact. So maybe you made a choice to separate from family in some way. But yeah, it definitely seems to have something to do with family. Some people, this could even be a divorce. Maybe wanting to do that or separate from someone. Or it could be something to also have to do with money. But I feel like there's something here with just kind of doing your own thing and avoiding, in a way, a tough family situation, romantic situation, money situation. It's like, but it really seems to me like there's something that's really ready to come to an end with this 10 of Pentacles, but it's in reverse here. But like a choice needs to be made. Leaving a business partner, leaving an actual partner, you know, taking time off from being around your toxic family or something like that. Like it's, but like, you know, there's a choice to be made and it's a difficult one, but you don't really want to do that. But I feel like making this choice, will help with your concerns. I feel like even though you might be feeling really good, like doing your own things, it's like kind of in the back of your head still, Can you please provide some information on relevant past, Spirit? 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this could be not putting in the work, huh? Unemployment, it could have to do with as well. Yes, there could be a concern with money here. Concern with money, finances, work, and maybe some of you guys want to ask family for help or something, but also with the 8 of Pentacles, it could be about like self-mastery, not putting in the time to work on yourself, just not putting in the effort and the attention to something. I don't know. Intuitively, I'm just really getting this avoidance feeling for some reason. Avoiding the hard choices, avoiding doing the work, because it stresses you out. It's concern for some reason. But I feel like there's some message coming through also like that, making a choice, addressing the problems in a relationship, job, money, whatever it is for you. This is a general reading. Maybe it's all of the above. Addressing it, coming out of your own little bubble can actually help the concerns go away, instead of pushing them deeper within you or pushing them out of sight, out of mind. What does group number 2 expect to happen in the month of January? Queen of Swords in reverse. I feel like, I don't want to make any decisions. I just want to do my creative thing, my spiritual thing, my own thing. But you can also expect, maybe this could be, you're worried that like a family member that's a feminine or a motherly figure or a boss won't agree with a choice you want to make. Or that someone won't support you, they'll be mean. But really right away what I saw is like, because the swords represent our thoughts and choices, and I feel like it could be like not wanting to make logical choices, wanting to be just, again, doing the hobbies you've been doing, just being introverted. Like, I don't see spirituality in a bad way at all, but I feel like maybe just overly like just going into that and creative projects and just, be in your own bubble, because I see this like circle around her. What happens the first 2 weeks of January for group number 2, Spirit? 7 of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like you do start to plant the seeds, to start making some changes in the first 2 weeks. Maybe this new year, new year, new you, you're putting in some energy, some effort into what it is you do want. Because a lot of this is like going into the month, these 5 cards here, like the relevant past, like maybe you really know that your finances are not in order, and especially that, or maybe that you don't have that like family life or work life you want, the relationships you want. I feel like you just know there's changes that have been needed in your life, but you haven't wanted to take the action on them. But I feel like in the first 2 weeks of January, you're starting to make some changes. Maybe you're, starting to look for jobs, or starting to invest money, or starting to, create new relationships, whatever it is. I feel like this is like starting to put in effort, and I feel like you're starting to see some results too, and that could really help you move forward here. What are group number 2's, their subconscious or conscious fears regarding this, and what are they afraid of and worried about in the month of January? Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of queens coming out, right? Oh, there's people laughing really hard in the hallway. I love that. This could be fear about a specific family member. But like also a fear of like, what if I get what I want? The Queen of Pentacles is very abundant, what if I do have the money I want, the job I want, the security I want, the relationship I want? You know, that sometimes what we want could be also a big fear, and that's what blocks us from getting it. There could be a fear of getting a job or, you know, something to do with finances and money or a specific person. There's a lot of queens here. Yeah, there's energy with that seems to, with the lovers here. Yeah, it seems to be like for a lot of you, this could have to do with a mother, a sister, or just a feminine energy in your family. But again, it doesn't have to be. It could also be like a boss energy here, friendship, and relationships are definitely a big theme. I actually was saying this in group number 1. I believe January is a universal 2-month in numerology, which 2 represents partnership, relationships. So you could be really just, it could be on your mind. And it seems especially family relationships. We'll look into that more. Let's see what else comes up. What are outside energy, outside people, outside influences important in group number 2's life in the month of January, Spirit? Two of Cups. We're just talking about universal 2-month in relationships. Relationships in general are big outside influence for you. Partnerships in general. Again, I'm seeing family, romantic, work. Maybe, you know, you're realizing you've been doing your own thing for a long time and you have had a lack of love, a lack of relationships, a lack of connection in your life recently because you've been doing your own thing. And you're wanting a partnership and a relationship in some sense. And maybe for some of you guys, it's hard to even admit that, or you haven't, you know, wanted to put in the effort, the work into starting relationships. But the first 2 weeks, you know, of January, you could be starting to plant the seeds, just starting to grow relationships, starting to put yourself out there. And this is relationships of all kinds. Again, because I'm seeing love, work, and family. This could be friendships too. Any sort of relationship. What are group number 2's true desires? Page of Cups. You want an emotional new beginning. You want your dreams to come true. You want this love. Yeah, because pages can represent something new. And cups represent our emotions and love. Another court card. Wow. So, and the court card too, yeah, I feel like you want a new relationship. And I'm also seeing this queen as someone like kind of like independent also for some reason. Like, you know, you're afraid of losing your independence, maybe afraid of losing, you know, having to share your home, having to share your resources. You could be afraid of that for a lot of you because maybe you've been doing your own thing for a while. But like there's this part of you this month, especially that has relationships on the mind. But I feel like you haven't had them. Maybe you don't have, strong love or a strong family relationship. There could be a specific female in your family you don't have a strong relationship with. Maybe you don't work or you don't have strong relationships at work. I just feel like you're really realizing that you too need other people in some capacity. And that's a big theme of January for group number 2. Maybe even feeling lonely over the holidays. I feel like maybe even some of you perhaps aren't even, haven't been thinking about relationships, but you're realizing you're like meeting someone or things and you're feeling a lot better. Like when you have people in your life, it's nice to have someone that has your back, like, checking in on you and all of that. Spirit, what happens the final 2 weeks of January? Let's go on the final 2 weeks of January for group number 2. 7 of Cups. Interesting. We have 2 7s for the outcome cards. I feel like you're starting to dream bigger and starting to like realize you have options and starting to like want to become more emotionally fulfilled in different ways. Like I feel like, you've been just focused on one cup as in like one area of your life, like, but now you're like, ooh, there's all these other areas of my life I want to improve, like relationships, money, love relationships, family relationships, work. I just feel like you're opening your eyes to new things and doing things differently and really expanding what it is you desire and what it is you want in this life, and like emotionally expanding. Like maybe you've been just emotionally keeping to yourself. That really seems coming through, but now you're like emotionally opening up to new things, new ideas. Wow, we have another court card on the bottom, the Page of Wands reversed. Yeah, I think one thing that could really help for a lot of you is like following new passions, following new ways of doing things, going out there, exploring new things could be really helpful here. But yeah, now putting this all together, I feel like, you know, you've been doing your own thing and that's been fine, but like all of a sudden, it's maybe feeling like lack of excitement in your life. You're noticing that lack of connection and lack of relationships in your life. And it's just relationships are really on your mind and prevalent in your life in January. And I feel like previously there wasn't any choices being made to improve relationships or choices being made, to start new ones. Kind of been doing your own thing. And also we've been seeing like there could be maybe avoidance before this, not only of relationships, but maybe about money and work stuff. And this month you are, something's prompting you, the new year again, maybe that, or just this overall need, or maybe it's like, this universal energy of relationships. The number 2 is, you're really noticing that this month. So you're starting to make changes. You're starting to plant the seeds. You're starting to make, slow but like sure like changes in your life that are going to lead to something abundant here. This could be in a relationship that's growing, multiple relationships that's growing. This could be, money, job, career. But I feel like whatever you're putting your attention to and like nurturing that, I feel like it's really expanding your life, and more options, more opportunities are opening up to you because you're opening up to that. You're realizing like you are, there are things in your life that are missing that you're dreaming about, like love, that you do want in your life, but you're also afraid of losing your independence and what will change. But I feel like you're just being more open-minded to it and expanding your perspective and what it is you truly want in January. Let's see what else. Spirit, what else is going on in January for group number 2? Whoa, okay. You will receive a gift. Oh, that's lovely. That came right out. So expect a gift. Those ones come out. Turkey. I don't remember this one. Someone is behaving stupidly. Tiger. Doing something risky, taking a chance. And then staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Oh, maybe that's why concern came out reverse. Like things will get better. And I feel like there's someone coming into your life that you can depend on that will take care of you. That will give you a gift. Maybe there's someone that will actually help you with financial concerns for those who have financial concerns. But I feel like also you're taking a chance. You're doing something risky by, investing your time in someone else and something else when you've been so, in your own box. I feel like you guys have been in your own box. So someone is behaving stupidly. Yeah, this could be some of you guys. Maybe you took time off from other people because they were just acting stupid. You didn't really like their behavior. This could be a family member, romantic person, and I feel like maybe someone did something to you that you were just like, F this. I don't even want to be in relationships, have friends, do this. I'm just do my own thing because I can't put up with other people's bullshit anymore, But I feel like that's been how the energy was. And now you're like taking a risk, taking a chance by putting yourself out there, by making new relationships, And I feel like there's someone coming into your life or becoming more part of your life that's going to help you in a difficult time and give you a gift of some sort, especially for those of you who have been worried or concerned about finances. Interesting. Okay, is there anything else that wants to come through, Spirit? As far as advice, I feel like Spirit really wants to say again, like, invest in yourself, work on yourself and whatever it is that you think will make you happy. If you do feel like there's been a lack of relationships or partnership in your life, what can you do to put yourself out there? You know, can you join a community thing? Follow your passions, like some creative hobby you're into. You can meet new friends, you know, if that's what you're after, new romantic partners, all the above. I know it's scary to put yourself out there and do things differently, especially if you've been doing things the same way for a long time. But I feel like putting yourself out there and taking a chance, you will receive blessings from this. I feel like your world's about to expand and you will be taken care of. You know, if for those of you that are really worried about making some choice or some big concern, your spirit guides want you to know that you are being taken care of. And it's okay to ask for help. And it's okay to accept help that's offered if it is truly what you need, because you're going to be offered or given something that's going to help you from a difficult time. And I know there's this energy you give off, group number 2, that, you know, you don't need anyone else. But sometimes we do need other people, and it's okay. It's okay to accept help, to ask for help, to let people in if it feels right to you. All right, so that concludes your January reading, group number 2. I hope that resonated. I hope you got value from this reading. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe. If you haven't already, like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, my email is down below. I'm truly so grateful you're here, group number 2. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Welcome, group number 3, to your January 2024 reading. So you chose the card Distant Horizons and that blue quartz. So some of you may literally be traveling a distance of some sort in the month of January, but this can also be an internal journey. You could be breaking free of some limiting beliefs, something that's been holding you back, and now you're able to literally soar. You know, soar like at a really quick pace towards your goals, towards something you've been trying to manifest. So yeah, I feel like there's definitely some growth going on here, some forward momentum. Again, physically and mentally. For most of you, it won't be traveling abroad or anything like that, but perhaps. But for most, this is really soaring towards your goals. There's something you're breaking free of that's been chaining you down, holding you back. So let's get the tarot out. We're going to do a Celtic cross spread today. Spirit, what is going on in January for group number 3? Thank you so much for being here, by the way, group number 3. Thank you to your guides. Thank you to my guides for assisting with the reading. Spirit, what's going on in January for group number 3? Card position 1 will be group number 3 going into this month. We have Justice reversed. Ooh, I feel like there's something in your life you feel like hasn't been fair. Like you're going to this month like, oh, I wish I could do this. And also seeming like karma just isn't on your side. Like, why is nothing working for me? Why this? I feel like for some reason I'm really getting like maybe a little bit of a victim mindset. And I'm not judging. We've all been there, And I feel like this is something that is a limiting belief that you guys will be conquering this month. But yeah, feeling like karma is biting you in the butt. You're like, why aren't things working? Why am I stuck? Why is everyone else advancing? Why am I not? Just feeling like something, yeah. Overall feeling like something is unfair and it isn't working out for you. What crosses group number 2? 8 of Wands. Yeah, you want to travel. You want forward momentum, but you feel like things just haven't been working out for you. But you know what? What's going on this month? Things are progressing. Things are moving forward. Some of you guys are literally traveling because this 8 of Wands could be air travel especially. But it's also just moving forward, and it could be in unison with other people, but like things are happening at a quicker pace. And I can tell, right, we only have 2 cards out, but Spirit really wants you to know that there's some limiting beliefs that you've been holding on to that are stopping you from moving forward up until now. So you got to squash those in the butt. I don't know why I said it like that, but you have to, nip them in the bud. Was that what people say? Squash them, I say. Squash them. What thoughts do you have about your goals and dreams? Like if you want to move forward in some area, are you constantly thinking about how you're stuck, how you're stagnant, how things aren't working out? You got to flip that. Think positively. Think in a way that think about what you do want, not what you don't want. The positive thoughts you put into things, the inspired action you put into things, that is going to be what you get back. Like the law of cause and effect. is really relevant here. And I definitely think you should look into the law of assumption if you haven't already. Assume things are going to work out for you. Assume the best, you know? Assume like that you can do anything, that life is fair, that things will progress. Let's get more cards so we can see maybe what this is about specifically. But can you give us some more information, please, Spirit? Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you guys have been feeling really emotionally unfulfilled. Like you're not getting your happily ever after. Like you don't have your dream relationship. That you're just been feeling really down and out. And I'm so sorry to hear that. But a lot of times when we are feeling really sad and down and out and like nothing's working out for us, that's where we get into that spiral, that loop of negative thinking, a victim mindset. And that's preventing you from moving forward. So maybe you're thinking about how you have a lack of relationships, a lack of love, a lack of money, you know. But with the Ten of Cups reversed, this is really making me think it has to do with emotional needs, you know. Like, I wish I could go travel and see my family. I never get to see my family. I never will have a family. I don't have any love. I don't have, you know, there's been a lot of emphasis on what you don't have. And I know it's hard when you're feeling down and out to think positively or like to think about what you do want. But what you think, you attract. And I truly do believe this. And I feel like it's coming through strong. Since I saw this first card, the Spirit wants you to realize that what's been chaining you back, what's been holding you back from moving forward in relationships or from getting what you want is limiting beliefs. So it's really what Spirit wants you to really think about is what your limiting beliefs are. The Eight of Wands can be about communication too. So, you know, you've been communicating, I think, what's unfair, what's not good in your life. So you got to, you know, flipping that and thinking thoughts about what you do want and with this unison, how they're all moving here together. It's like thinking thoughts that align with what it is you want. Those two together is the forward movement, you know. Align your thoughts with what it is you truly want, and things will take off for you. You will be set free. Spirit, can you please provide some information on relevant past that has to do with this? Knight of Pentacles. So, yeah, I feel like the Knight's going to represent rates of speed in tarot, and the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest pace, the slowest speed, barely moving. You know, the other ones are on the horse, moving quick and stuff. He's walking here. Like, I feel like you think things are slow. Your finances are slow. Your relationships are like, you know, I feel like you feel this, like things are just not moving forward for you. And you're wanting things to pick up pace. You're wanting to achieve things, but there's like a level here of like impatience or unsatisfaction with the way things are. That's what I'm seeing. Maybe you're wanting a relationship to move forward. Yeah, your finances too. Also, like maybe in the past you had a stable job, a stable relationship, and you feel like things just have gotten a little chaotic or something, and you're wanting things to go back to the way they were. But really I'm seeing this as just slow-mo. You feel like everything's just moving too slow, and you might be comparing yourself too much to other people. And every one of us has a different story, a different life story, a different plan. You know, we're all doing things at our own pace, our own way, the way they should be for us, and why we came here, you know, in this lifetime. So it's important not to compare yourself to others. Everything is working out for you exactly as it should. And the wheel came out. I'm going to put it back, but maybe it'll present itself again. But I feel like Spirit wants you to know things will change around for you. That's the flow of life. We have downs, we have ups and lows in life. That, you know, that is one thing. Well, the one thing that's like certain in life is change, right? And there's going to be low points in life and high points. And you might be at a low point lately, but you're going to be able to break free of this. The wheel will turn. Things will move up. And I feel like that is something that's happening in this month. But Spirit wants you to help you realize certain things so you can move quicker, you know, and get unstuck, unstagnant. Realize that, yeah, this too shall pass. What does group number 3 expect to happen in the month of January? Knight of Wands. Oh, I like this. You expect to have more fun and more passion. You could be expecting, sometimes the Knight of Wands is like, you know, this sexual energy, or like, date, like it could have to do with maybe you expect to date again, or to have a partner, or to spend time with a partner, to have fun, to cut loose, And look, also, okay, we've been talking about rates of speed, right? Since the very beginning, pretty much. You expect things to pick up pace. Knight of Wands is the second fastest, So you expect things to pick up the pace this month. And that's great. That means your thoughts are changing. You're not just only focused on the stagnation. So I feel like that is what's kicking things off. You have an expectation. You're like, things are going to pick up for me. There's going to be more passion in my life. Things are going to move forward faster than they have been and be more fun. What happens the first 2 weeks of January for group number 3? 9 of Cups. Okay, so I feel like the first 2 weeks you still might be too focused on what you don't have and wishes unfulfilled. But you have free will, and things can shift. Timelines can shift instantly. Break free of limiting thoughts. Spirit's really coming through to say there's been a lot of energy given, a lot of thoughts given towards the lack of love, lack of emotional connection or relationships, and just lack of your wishes being desired, There's a lot of energy on that. So I feel like really focusing on what you do want, not what you don't want. Highly recommend maybe looking into Neville Goddard's work, Law of Assumption. That could really help, like just watching YouTube videos on that, like just as a reminder. There's so many books. I'm very passionate about this. I believe it really truly works. It's a universal law. So really paying attention to our thoughts really can change our realities. But let's see. What are group number 3's true fears and desires, whether conscious or unconscious, relating to what we've been talking about in the month of January? Queen of Wands, interesting. Sometimes when we see positive cards in the fears or in a negative position, we're almost afraid of getting what it is we truly want. And that could be something that's subconscious limiting belief. There could be a fear here, like what if things do work out? What if I do find the relationship I want? What if I do find my purpose, my passion? For some reason that's coming through. Some of you guys may feel like you're not living your purpose, or you're not as passionate. You feel like other people around you maybe know what they want, know where they're headed, and you feel a little lost perhaps. But there's a part of you that's also like afraid. You're like, what does the future hold? What if I do find my purpose and what lights me up? What if things do take off? Like what the unknown might be a little scary, or you could be just so used to chaotic energy or things not working out. Sometimes, our nervous systems can get addicted to that chaotic energy. There could be some fears of a specific person in your life, a fire sign maybe even. Because we have what you expect and you fear. It's like you kind of fear what you're expecting. You're afraid of, things moving forward. But, it's more common than you think to be afraid of, of what you want. Because it's the fear of the unknown. Spirit, what are the outside energy, outside influences here in the month of January for group number 3? 4 of Swords in reverse. Interesting. You could be like just feeling really burnt out and fatigued for a lot of you. And that could be when you're really tired and exhausted. Have you noticed like your thoughts just go negative? I am the same way. If I don't sleep well or treat my body well, I definitely catch myself thinking more negatively and feeling more bad about myself and my life. So I feel like there's definitely this energy here, like that taking better care of yourself, sleeping better, eating better, resting. Resting is really important, because some of you guys might be like, well, I have to work hard. I don't have what I want. I don't have the money I want, whatever it is, You can perform so much better and think so much better, and everything is better when you're rested. So I feel like an energy that's really affecting you with, feeling emotionally unfulfilled and unhappy and just thinking negatively is because you're exhausted. And I think your body's crying out for some more sleep. And I know a lot of people don't like hearing that sometimes. They think they don't have time to sleep, but it's important, you know. And I think some people just sleep like 6 or 7 hours, but sometimes you need like 9 to 10. I aim to sleep over 9 hours. That's when I feel best. I used to sleep like nothing. Like it was bad. But you know what? When I didn't sleep much, I was very negative and not healthy or happy. And I feel like someone in this reading or all, you know, could really needs to hear that. A good night's sleep, resting, you know, really giving yourself what it is you truly need will help your mindset so much. So how can you rest and relax more this month? You can. I know you might be in go, go, go mode or something, but your body seems to be crying out for more sleep and rest and relaxation overall. And when you do that, you might really see that you see things in a new perspective. You have more energy and you're able to, you know, seeing things more clearly, take action, inspired action towards what it is you want and get out of this energy of feeling stuck and stagnant. Yeah. What are group number 3's true wishes, true desires this month of January? Whether subconscious or unconscious, subconscious or conscious. What does group number 3 truly want? Ace of Wands reversed. Yeah, I was thinking that they'd be the kind of switch. So it's like this is like a scattered energy here. Sometimes the Ace of Wands, it's like a new beginning, but it's a little scattered. Also could be your fear, you know, not wanting something new, not wanting things to change. It's like a part of you, you know, wants things to be different, wants your wishes to be fulfilled. But then another part of you is like, no, I'm comfortable the way I am. I don't want change. And these conflicting thoughts that are going through your mind and stuff is what is holding you back from forward momentum. Because the universe is like, wait, what is it that you want? You say one moment, you know, or think one moment, gosh, I want things to be better. I want that relationship. I want that job. I want that money. But at the same time, you're like, I'm okay where I am, or I'm too afraid to make changes, or I don't know, just fears in like a lack mindset, but at the same time wanting it. Like, for example, some people like really want a lot of money, but then they talk bad about rich people, like all rich people are evil. And that's very conflicting. It's like, so what is it you want? You want to be rich or you don't? Because you just talk bad about that. It's just conflicting. So I feel like there's a lot of conflicting thoughts going on here. That Spirit's drawing your attention to that could be holding you back from your dreams and desires? And don't beat yourself up about it. Like I said earlier, it's common. But now you're aware to the fact and you can catch that. And I feel like really spending some time, especially in the beginning of the year, it's a great time to do this. Really get clear on your goals and your desires and what it is you want. And then you can see if your current thoughts and your actions are lining up with what you want, and then you can adjust accordingly. And I feel like doing this is really going to get things to move forward for you. Alignment of thoughts and action with what you truly want is going to be life-changing for you. How do the final 2 weeks of January go for group number 3, Spirit? Whoops. Now we have 2 cards here. The Knight of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. I feel like more balance could be coming into your life. I feel like you're balancing things a little bit more gracefully, but there could be some new love offer coming in here. Isn't it interesting? We have all these knights and that's what you want. For some of you guys, you may, like, the main things you've been wanting, you know, are a love relationship or you know, your finances to be in better order, you know. But there's been a lot of emphasis on how you don't have the love. We talked about that. How maybe your finances aren't going the way you want to. And I feel like, you know, you might still be focused on that. Things not working out for you the first 2 weeks, but you're working on it. You know, maybe you're resting more and you're able to think clearer and think more positively and think in alignment. Alignment is huge here. Again, aligning your thoughts and actions to what it is you actually want, opposed to what you don't want. And I feel like by the end of the month, you could be having a new relationship or a new date, or better love from your partner and more financial, there might be still some balancing acts going on, we're only talking about a month here, but I feel like you're going to be able to balance things more. Your finances won't be as in disarray if that is something that resonates with you. Let's see what's on the bottom here. Wow. The 5 of Cups in reverse is on the bottom. Yeah. This month, you're really going to overcome the lack mindset, the scarcity mindset, the sadness, I know I'm not saying suppress your emotions, but I feel like focusing so much on the negative has been really affecting you. And that's what this card's coming out. Like, you will be able to, overcome this. You really be, and you know what this 2 of Pentacles is about? Balancing your thoughts, of course everyone still has negative thoughts, but I feel like you're really balancing them. Like, you're focusing more on the light, like the positive things with this lighter circle up here opposed to that one. So you're really working on balancing your thoughts and aligning your actions with what it is you want. And I feel like, you could also be resting more, which Spirit definitely recommends. And that'll help you get out of this negative state, this sad state, this victim mindset. And all of a sudden, when you do this inner work, you work on your thoughts, there's going to be some emotionally happy thing here, likely to do with love or dating, but emotionally, feeling more emotionally fulfilled by the end of the month. Yay, I love seeing that. Okay. So hopefully that is all resonating and making sense for you, group number 3. Let's see what else is going on for group number 3 in January, Spirit. Time to go out and have fun. Yes, that'll really help, having fun, getting out of your comfort zone, doing things that light you up. That'll really help for sure. Ooh, taking a vacation. So literally some of you guys may be distant horizons in the 8 of Wands, really may be traveling. But also, what this is confirming? Resting. What do you do? Like, vacations are known for resting. Spirit really wants you to rest. Even if you're not going on vacation, that's further confirmation there. And then Shark, take care or there will be loss of material wealth. Ooh, so this could have to do with your mindset. And also take care of yourself. You can't work well, if you're exhausted. But you know what? I really think there might be something here, with thinking about negative finances and just drawing more of that into your life. But take that as you will. Take care, there will be a loss of material wealth. But yeah, time to rest, have fun, and relaxation, all that doesn't, could still be going out. Maybe you've been just working all the time or just stressed all the time. Cutting loose, having some fun, going on a date could be really helpful, but definitely resting and having fun will help get your mind out of the gutter. I don't know if that's not the right words, because isn't that when people think naughty things? I don't know. Just really help your mindset. We all need to cut loose and have fun sometimes, right? And maybe there's just some hesitancy to do that because you're like, oh, but I don't have the money, I don't have the time, all the negative thoughts and excuses and all that. But you know what? You're working on that this month. You're overcoming that, and things are becoming more balanced for you, and you're really moving forward from limiting beliefs and expanding your emotional life, your life in general. Group number 3 in the month of January. But that concludes your reading. I hope this resonated. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. If you would like to book a private reading with me, my email is down below. I'm truly so grateful that you are here. I love you guys so much. Have a great month, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, group number 3.